Okay, let's take a look at weighting factor files and weights. Here you can see in the main program, as soon as you launch the program, the weighting file that is loaded is this AutoWeights.wts, okay? But let's go look at the screen. So, of course, you can load a weighting file. You could look at team and player weights, and then you can save. So let's take a look at the team total yards. This is
I wanted to show you something very unique on these weighting factors. Under team weights, total yards, there's a section right here in the middle. And there's 3 slides. One is for if a team is at home, you can add more value to their points. Again, this is a percentage point. So if this is if like for example this set at 5, then a team that's at home will get a 5% increase in his total points. Jump over here for a moment. This is a key player. First string quarterback is out on injury. If it's set at 10, that team's total points would be reduced by 10%. It turns out the algorithm, if the first and second string quarterbacks are out, then it would actually be twice as much. So if it's set at 10%, 20% of their value, the team value will be reduced. If only a second string quarterback is out, no points are reduced, but the report will indicate it. Then here in the middle, this is a streak. If a team is on a losing streak, you can either set this negative. So let's say if it was a -5 and a team was they lost its last game, they're coming into this game, they would be set at 5%, -5% of the total points would be reduced. Or you can change it to +5. If you think the team is going to do better as a result of the loss last week, then any team that has a losing streak would be set at an increase in 5%. If the team has and the way this works with the losing streaks, if it's a 2-game losing streak, the number would be twice that. If it's 3 times, it'll be, if it's 3 weeks in a row, it'll be 3 times. It stops at 3 times in a row. So even if you had a team that's losing the last 5 or 6 games, it'll be, if it's set at 5, it'll be 15% of their total points. Okay, so I just wanted to explain those unique weighting factors here up on team weights.
everything else is points. You can set these. Let's say I want to set everything to 1. You just type 1 in, set all, and everything goes to 1. There's a glossary. You can look at the glossary, and if you need a better understanding of what these terms are, certainly you can use the glossary, or you can go over to ESPN and under NFL and read through the various glossaries that are shown there. Okay, so with that, there are other ones. Team also has offense. One thing I want to show you here, everything else works the same. These are points, but notice the red. So like an interception, the reds on any of these weighting screens, they're actually taking away from the total points. So everything else is going to add. The red slides will be taking away. Okay? And again, if you set these all to 10, everything will go to 10%. And finally, under team, you have defense, same thing. Everything is going to work the same. Under player, you have offense and defense. Again, the red is going to subtract from the total points. And total quarterback, again, if you set this all at 20, everybody goes to 20. All these ratings go to 20 with the reds subtracting from the total. Now, I made all those changes, but we're going to really not save them, because here's the other thing. You can change those weighting files or those slides, run the report, and it'll use them, but the next time you run the program, it's going to load. the auto waiting file, and if it wasn't saved, all the things you've adjusted would be lost. So all those things I just set are arbitrary. So now I'm going to go back to the original, load that, and then if you go, for example, back here to total quarterback, they're set at 5, not 20. So again, you've got the load, and then you need to save if you're making changes, right? So it's telling you here, make sure your file name includes a WTS as an extension. Double click here. If you want to write over the old one, select it. Yeah, that's the one I want. Hit save, and it'll write over that particular file. Okay, so those are the weights and the waiting files.